So we have some lovely names here. Vlad Dracula, that's easy enough, playing as the Mongols here. And for the HD4 Arabia, while Llewellyn up Gruffudd is playing as the Mayans. I'd say seems you'd see frequently on Arabia, both of these. Mayans can be ridiculously strong. I see they have that black gold here, which is nice. Fairly wallable map. The other golds are horrible though, nice next to hills and stuff here, so if you want to turtle this out with Mayans, you can do it if you wall off, because you have the back gold nice and handy in back woodland as well. As for the Mongols, we have a back gold as well, 2 back woodlines. Looks like a slightly more open map, but full wall still possible here. Mongols likely to go for the scouts, of course. Could also do some early archers shenanigans or even very early men-at-arms towers, but one of the more common plays would be to go scouts, I think, except against Metzelsibs, where it makes less sense. So we'll see what happens here, what kind of plays they go for. Men-at-arms skirmishers maybe for the Mongols, and aim for a better castle age. We'll see. Let's just speed it up a bit and see what the feudal age brings us. Small walling in the woodlands here. Going for the hunt, of course. Pushing in some deer, I think, unless this is the main hunt, but that seems a bit far out. Barracks is up for the Mayans, and mill up just now, so that's a pre-milled rush, something that Vlad Dracula is spotting, just casually strolling through the TC there. And if the plan is scouts, it's been significantly weakened now by that scout running into enemy TC fire. Let's slow it down a bit, because now the rush is about to enter for leveling up Gruffudd here. Leveling up here to the feudal age, not just yet. Nice quick walls from Vlad Dracula, almost letting him in here, but good reactions here. Will be quick walling the gold as well, no issues. Places the mine camp in the way that makes quick walling possible, because of the hill being kind of to the side of things here. This is still idle eco cost, so even if you don't... The main idea of the rush is to offset the opponent, force reactions like this, and allow yourself time to wall at home. That's some very economic walling here, by the way, for the Mayans. Is this rush flush, maybe? 23 villagers up here. Yeah, I think this is going to be followed up by feudal age archers. Vlad Dracula with the range here, 3 villagers on gold, so straight archers for Vlad Dracula, which I think is a good call against an infantry opening like this. You'll pop out a few archers once your raid is completed, and then you clean it up, and you're free to counter-attack. Could kill a deer here if you want to, deprive the Mongols of a little bit of hunt maybe. But the quick walls will keep stuff out, and seeing the range go up, of course the rush can't really do much more here, looks like it. So Llewellyn is up here to the feudal age. Not just 1 villager to gold now. I'm not sure what the plan is here. The range goes up. Could be some skirmishers here because the Mongols already have the archers out, but Mayans have cheaper archers, so you could easily just outnumber the Mongols with your cheaper archers, I think. Range will be completed though, there's only 1 archer here. Fletching is in, range goes up. Mayans probably being forced into skirmishers here to hold this off. But walls, however compact, they will be going up here. And that's also going to limit the feudal age aggression of Vlad Dracula here. Could hit the woodline, I think, because that's like 4 or 5 tiles. Berries. Almost rangeable. And it's not going to be the skirmishers after all here. Llewellyn goes for the archers, will be dropping a second range soon enough as well. But enter the Mongols archers here. With the potential deaths of some villagers here. 7 military to 3, so better army flow for Vlad Dracula, as the rush still is annoying over here, trying to distract the opponent from the forward aggression. But yeah, gets picked off by easy fire. Taking mines off gold here. That's the cost of doing compact walling like this if you want to go a bit greedy, because if you're off gold, you can't really make archers, you have to do other stuff. Still making the archers here, not switching over to skirmishers, where 4 or 5 skirmishers would easily clean this up. So a bit persistent of the mines player here to keep committing to the archers when the economy actually allows skirmishers. Could be a means to try and reach the castle age more smoothly, of course, but the fact remains that the Mongols player is getting serious value out of the forward archers now. Kills 5 villagers, and stabilized the economy, but only the rush of the mines did a very minimal damage here, so that's negligible. Okay, tower goes up here for the mines, but it's not optimal. It covers both the woodline and the gold, yes, but you could still sneak archers over at this side, I think. And idle the gold. And again, gonna get some fantastic value here from Vlad Dracula. Even if the tower goes up, you could sit underneath the tower and still be annoying on the gold with stand ground stance. I think Vlad Dracula is happy with the damage here. Almost 10 villagers lead here now. And skirmishers being added by the Mayans, but not nearly enough to deal with the archers' numbers. Just a small trickle of double ranges production here from the Mongols. Actually, 3 archers and QE both. Re-walling, but you could still, I guess, break through at a different side here. Berries getting depleted, and yeah, this is just a nightmare for Mayans to be punished in the early game like this. I have a feeling that this game might not necessarily go into the very late stages here. Could be that the Llewellyn up Gruffudd is aiming for a Castle Age power spike here, get to the Eagles maybe, who knows, with the gold kind of secured now through the tower. But Vlad Dracula is here with 60 military to 2 and is about to break through the palisades yet again here. Wood situation is not allowing for insane amounts of skirmishers yet here for Llewellyn, and this woodland could also be contested from the back, I think, with some archers. So maybe Vlad Dracula could spread out just a few archers to sit here and be plain annoying to the lumberjacks. It is the only woodline of the Mayans, after all. Idle eco time caused again, more idle TC time for the Mayans here as well. Very strong opening performance from Vlad Dracula here. Again, going to idle the gold a little bit here and just disallow any options for the Mayans here to hold off. Fighting skirms with archers, not optimal, but if you have this ridiculous math, might as well just keep the skirmisher numbers low here. Vlad Dracula actually going to be the first to the castle here as well, just missing 150 food now to get up. As Llewellyn is dancing around and holding for dear life here, but look at the villager number, 31 to 45, 8-0 KD for Vlad Dracula. So 2 minutes 20 seconds to the cast stage, and yeah, it's GG. Yes, it is. But by the way, what's your ping? Oh, they could be having lag issues, yeah. Well, they need to sort the servers beforehand. 152 ping, that's not ideal, but it's also not easy to play Mayans and Archers with a ping. So, what's the button to check? That's F11, yeah. So hopefully they can sort the ping before the next game. Not sure what's going on there. I'm going to fast forward it because did call the GG 102. Okay, so little bit better ping. UK West. Ooh, spoiler there maybe. Some player close to the UK. Let's see the stats. It was a fairly quick Arabia game here. The Mongols beating Mayans to it. Military dominance with the straight archers, double range play to hold off the rush, and nice quick calls to keep it out as well. Uptime 927, nice. Early straight archers build for the Mongols there was probably like 21 pop or something. Could be that the straight archers kind of threw off the game as well. Let's see for game 2 what we have to see. It's going to be the home map of Llewellyn up Gruffuit and Gold Rush it is. No Tatars or Aztecs this time around. Maybe the draft will show them as banned. In any case, let's move on to Gold Rush. Jeff. Alright. So HC4 Gold Rush here. Should usually be fairly easy to wall, but this one looks quite open for Bulgarians here. This section. It's doable, not ideal. Back goal though, that's pretty for the early game stages here for Bulgarians. With Vlad Dracula with Ethiopians, that should most certainly counter the infantry play of Bulgarians, but Bulgarians also have strong mounted unit with stirrups, cavalry moving faster, fantastic hussars for the late game, and Krepos for map control in the middle. I think it's a good pick for Gold Rush. Lots of wolves in the middle. Might as well just rename the map Wolf Rush because there are wolves everywhere here, guarding the middle golds. Bulgarians could go men-at-arms into scouts due to the fact that they get the men-at-arms upgrade instantly. So we'll see how Llewellyn chooses to play this. For now, though, let's just do that fast forward thingy again and see what the feudal ages bring us. Or if the Ethiopians maybe go for a pre-mill play here. Too early to tell for now. They're both pushing in the hunt because on HC4 Gold Rush the hunt is usually close enough to comfortably push, boosting the early food source. Ethiopians have a strong men-at-arms build as well because they get 100 food, 100 gold instantly upon reaching the next age, so that essentially is the men-at-arms upgrade cost. Here comes the mill, so it's not a pre-milled rush this time around, however it could be the pre-milled rush for Llewellyn here, with 2 villagers to gold here. So trying a similar play to the previous game, but look at the scouting of Vlad Dracula here, is on point, sees the barracks, tracks the movement of the units here. Loses the no, the scouting. No, Llewellyn, what are you doing? We have feudal age on the way for Vlad Dracula here with Ethiopians going up at 20 pop, no less. So, yeah, this is very unfortunate for the Bulgarians here. That's not going to be a very successful men-at-arms. Wait, there's the feudal age just there. Yeah, so it's still a rush. That is going to come to a quick end with the Ethiopians already with the range up here. Oof. Yeah, so that's minus points for Llewellyn for the early scouting here. Not finding the opponent before rushing. Still able to cause some idle time here, but Vlad Dracula flexing the quick walls the previous game is doing no less this game, and dropping a few here. It's going to be annoying, but the archers will clean this up in no time, giving Ethiopians serious advantage over Bulgarians here, I think. Let's see what the feudal age follow-up will be here. I see 3 farms already. Not really big walling here just yet for Llewellyn. Wants to exploit the fact that the enemy is open maybe and get follow up with a stable here after all. Skirmishers. Range, yeah. Scout skirm for the Bulgarians here. That's a good call against the Ethiopians. Having skirmishers to deal with the archers and then have some of your scouts to go in between to distract enemy archers' fire as well. Seems a good combination here. Scout skirm cleaning up a few archers here. Vlad assuming some middle position here already. It's going to be some extended field edge fighting here, looking at the overall resource disposition here. 2 ranges for the Ethiopians here. 8 on gold should be more than enough, of course, to sustain both the ranges and upgrades. And gold easily contestable for Vlad Dracula here. Might even get some builder kills here with the faster firing Ethiopian's archers. Skirmisher numbers not threatening enough yet, only 3 skirmishers. And taking another line of gold here means that the castle age will be delayed as well. Needs to abandon the woodline even. So again, Vlad Dracula with some crazy straight archers forward here, getting some nice value. Also adapting, of course, to the scouting on the enemy side, seeing that they're going for the pre-build rush for the second time. Let's respond to that with straight archers to clean up the rush, then move forward and hope that they aren't fully walled and just keep dealing damage. Sitting at the woodline now, also close to the gold. I'm a little bit surprised Llewellyn doesn't go for the back gold first here, in fact, but it's a smaller pile, so that's probably the reason that you want the 4 tile gold first and then either go to the middle and the 4 tile gold after. So some archers going down here, but just a steady trickle of units passing in there. 40 military to 3. Vlad Dracula with some fantastic army numbers here, and idling a lot of Llewellyn's side here. And this is a hidden cup, right? So could be that these guys are at a mismatch elo-wise, so it could be 200 elo between them simply because of the brackets advancement from round of 16 until here. Vlad Dracula just seems overall more solid with the general flow of army production and scouting and follow-ups. Trying to exploit the minimum range of the skirmishers, staying close to the gold, And funnily enough, Vlad Dracula doesn't know about the back gold, so Llewellyn could have taken that a long time ago and had some secure gold access. Now, going for the front wound line, not in the backside here. Seems a bit panicky by Llewellyn here. But Skirmishers doing some work here. The ecos for the two players as well are closing in on that transition to the cast stage here, but it is going to be Vlad Dracula going up first here again, I think, depending on the actual fuel age investment here. Who won the previous one? Vlad of the Hung won 1-3-1, I believe. So this is the second semi-final. Gold, tower on the gold now for Llewellyn up Gerbrofruit. Scouts being focused down here as well. The military is a huge issue here. It's 15 military to 4. Tower gets denied. Skirmishers go down. This is rough for the yellow player here. And behind this we have consistent villager production for Vlad Dracula, much lower idle time and significant army size. I didn't realize it was 4 AM, just dozed off on my desk. Yikes. Another villager down. 7 villagers, 8 villagers dead for Llewellyn up Grofit. Oi, oi, oi. And we have Ethiopian's player added scouts as well. Is that the starting scout though? There's a stable here. It's definitely an added scout for some mobility and for a good counter to enemy skirmishers, of course. Castle Age well on the way for Vlad Dracula as well. Could be that Llewellyn calls the GG once Castle Age kicks in here because there's really no contesting Ethiopian's crossbows with what Llewellyn can offer at this point. Hasn't been able to get this tower up either. And yeah, down so many villagers. I don't think there's any coming back for the Bulgarians here. You could, of course, go for some defensive crap posts eventually, but then you'd need to be on stone for that. And Vlad Dracula is just playing the map very nicely here, keeping Llewellyn off gold. Where one mistake of Llewellyn arguably could be not taking the back gold earlier, because that's one that Vlad Dracula actually hasn't scouted. Didn't scout both gold spots here, but being maximum annoying with the archers here. 15 seconds to go, and then we'll be going to the Castle Age. Yep, Castle Age kicks in. Llewellyn calls the GG, and 2-0 for Vlad Dracula. I'm supporting Dracula just for that name. Yeah, it's a cool name. Solid, steady army flow here. Taking the time to get to wheelbarrow before Castle Age. Being the only player reaching the Castle Age, and KD comparable, but the problem is Llewellyn is losing villagers, and Vlad Dracula doesn't take any damage at home. First and only player to reach the Castle Age at close to 25 minutes, not stressing the transition there, able to keep the aggression up with feudal armies. Alright, we'll be going to Llewellyn's second home map. What did the Bulgarian guy try? I can do a quick showing on that. This was the problem. Going for the rush, but not knowing the enemy location. Right. So it was a pre-milled rush with the Bulgarians, but not knowing the enemy location. Blind rush and sadly not hitting the right side. Could have done more damage if that rush had been successful, for sure. Let's go to game 3. Quarry is the map, and we have a Malay versus Portuguese. It smells like a restart to me. I'll restart Capture H for practical purposes. Yikes. Really eating my memory here, Capture H. I'm looking forward to their update coming up. They've been doing some performance fixes, I've heard. Alright. Quarry it is. And here we go. It's Vlad Dracula up 2-0 here against Leveling Up Gruffudd. On Quarry, kind of a golden, what should we call it? Hideout, golden pit hybrid. One line of trees here that you could chop through for access to attack on the sides, but this is obviously also easy to wall behind with houses or whatnot. I am using Capture H Pro. You have a nice penis-shaped gold here in the middle, or T-shaped, so some people would say as well. So there's gold in the middle to be contested here. Very open, cracked terrain. If you build on that, your buildings will be more vulnerable. So if you castle this area for the gold in the middle, your castle will be vulnerable. You rather castle these sides, I guess. There's some extra hunt to be taken here, so Mongols actually comes to mind for this one. Not one that... but Mongols was used for game 1, so that's not gonna get you anywhere. See the players going for... Well, Llewellyn is going for the far off woodland, whereas Vlad Dracula is going for the close woodland here. I'm not sure what to play with Portuguese is here. Maybe organ guns. Yeah, it's maps with an S. I don't know why that command is even a thing. And Malay here for Llewellyn, obviously wanting to get more quickly up. Maybe play archers, crossbow, arbalest here with the power spike that implies for the Malay. Earlier to the Trebs wars with the faster up times as well. But this could be a very aggressive map given the middle here. They're walling off a bit, so, or at least Llewellyn is doing so. While Portuguese player doesn't seem to be stressing it all that much. Could have a little look at the scoutings here. No restarts. Someone off to a rough start here. I think Vlad lost a villager to war. So one villager for Vlad Dracula, Malay player walling off here. Completely safe for now from early aggression. There is a barracks here, but this time around it's not a drush play. There's the feudal age, and again, for the third time, we have Vlad Dracula going for the straight archers. Alright, so Vlad Dracula just loves the straight archers play. That's the third time around, but it's been working out nicely as well. Could be that Vlad was expecting to rush yet again here, seeing the barracks, but this time around, no army early army out for Llewellyn. No army whatsoever, in fact. Wheelbarrow? Okay, so early feudal into eco upgrades for the Malay here. Going to play the eco game and not the aggressive drush style play here. 2 ranges and a blacksmith up for Vlad Dracula here with the Portuguese. How many on gold now? 5 on gold. Hoping to break through here with archers to support, so it's not going to be easy to wall behind this. Straight archer is 1400 elo play generally. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Dracula is higher than that. The idle TC time is so low and the scouting and the intel is on point, but we'll see. We'll know the players' names tomorrow after the reveal. So then we could actually look into their elos as well. Defensive tower now for Llewellyn. That's not just going to stop the archers from breaking through here, though. I don't really understand this tower. It protects the barriers. Another layer of walls go up, but they might not necessarily go up in time here. It's a significant feudal age investment for Vlad Dracula, though, while Llewellyn hasn't been making any military at all, but has the eco upgrades in, all of them in fact. Much better eco for the Malay, and maybe even having, definitely a smoother cast age, which will work out nicely here. I don't know what this guy is up to. So a cast age with a stronger eco, but if Vlad breaks through here with the archers, that's going to be very bad news. Yeah. Walls do complete though. Unless they can enter over here. Oh, it builds so quickly, so ridiculous. Either just nerf walling build time or have them cost 10 wood a palisade or something. That's just so stupid that you could construct a palisade foundation just like that. Anyway, just look at the economy behind this. There are dead even in villagers. Very comparable idle TC times. Or actually they're not, because Llewellyn goes up more quickly through the ages and has wheelbarrow here, so essentially that's a 3-villager lead for Llewellyn at this point. The range gets delayed here though, and Vlad Dracula does not give up on the idea of breaking through here, flooding feudal armies like the previous 2 games here. Yeah, make it 10 wood so people will stop walling or stop turtling. Yes, indeed, that would be perfect. Oh! 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 Send the scout! Send the scout! Send the scout! Oh. Imagine if the scout had gone in here to stop that foundation from going up. Anyway, we have archers knocking on the door here. I think that the archers can't... Oh, they can range them, okay. Alright, so market range for Llewellyn, in fact, but neither of the buildings are completed. That's going to significantly delay the transition to cast age here. Archers might break through here. Llewellyn will have to bail on that one and places another foundation behind here. Can't really delete the market at this point either, because then you're letting the archers in easily here. But Vlad Dracula getting closer and closer here, and looks like the Malay fast feudal into eco upgrades isn't going to be allowed here. So again, good map reading, good pressure from Vlad Dracula, with straight archers for the 3rd time in a row to keep the Malay from easily getting up here. The range still not complete, right? Here comes the blacksmith, but even then, Llewellyn will be, yeah, much more delayed to the cast age than originally intended here. The archer is still not able to enter Llewellyn space here, so that's good news. We're gonna see the Malay player getting to the cast age here, while Vlad Dracula, surprisingly, will be following suit in not too long. There's only 400 food to go for Vlad Dracula. Look at the food eco here. It almost looks like an eco setup for a Knight's follow-up in the cast age, actually, but we'll see. Down goes the house. Vlad Dracula will need to pass next to TC here, but with this mass of armies, that doesn't really matter. Ooh, stable. Yeah, this is looking rough for Llewellyn up Gruffuyd here. Everything gets idled. We'll try a rewall here, but the damage has been done now. There are 15 archers inside of green space here. Even with cast stage kicking in, what's that cast stage gonna bring Llewellyn up Gruffuyd? 0 wood, 0 gold at this point. Builders idling like crazy inside. Looks like the idle eco timer, 43 minutes and counting here for the green player. Cast stage is in. Battle elephants, I think that's a better call against feudal age archers in small numbers. But can really just afford one here. Siege workshop, not affordable. Range, house. Maybe you'd want to delete those foundations now. And in the meantime, Vlad Dracula can just comfortably expand into the middle, place a mining camp, maybe if needed, but there's gold on the other side there as well, so no reason to do so. Malay battle elephants, they are cheap, but they are also not as tanky as other elephant civs, elephants, since they only get a full age armor. Yeah, I think red is going to go knights in the castle age as well. No stables yet, but they'll be coming. And look at the full age archers here just slaying the elephants. Siege workshop now for leveling up Gurufwid, but barely even going to be affording. I guess it has to be Scorpion now because you don't really have the gold for Mangonel. Okay, it's a Mangonel. Problem is, if Vlad Dracula is making the knight switch behind this and in the castle age, Llewellyn does not have any answer to that ready. As long as Vlad Dracula keeps the walls from completing here as well, the castle age follow-up will have full access to Llewellyn's side. No sign of any cavalry though. It's still the archers investment here, so it's going to be the crossbows. Big damage done though. 9 villagers killed again from Vlad Dracula here. 1 villager dead for Vlad Dracula as well, but that was Gaia and not Llewellyn making that kill. Well, here is the stable, okay. I'm gonna jump over the gate and jump onto my lap, freaking out. Alright, who do we have? Who do we have in the cup that has a dog? The tower is being attacked by a starting scout, yeah. Ooh, headshot. Does Llewellyn want to... Okay, it's walling. Not chopping through, but walling. TC on the middle gold for Vlad Dracula. That's going to provide some nice and steady gold access here. Siege workshop as well. Maybe to deal with enemy siege here. And it's the crossbow. So while Llewellyn tries to re-wall here, the crossbows will go down. Knight's crossbow here for Portuguese. That's very solid. Khmer are good here. Yeah, you have some nice potential choke points for Khmer siege play. Yeah, 1 ballista to sneak on side. Yeah, that's true as well. Only unit that can kill trees in the castle age level with the Mangonel shot here on their own walls, but now to deal with 21 military with only 2 military of their own, adding a monastery to convert knights, which is a good call, but then again we have crossbows here to snipe monks if needed. We'll be seeing some siege added most likely as well from Vlad Dracula. It's already out, in fact, taking the defensive tower down, and Portuguese player also affording to extend the economy here, 50 years to 37. Nice little sneaky split there. And just flashing the micromanagement skills here through some splits and taking out 1 Mangonel with archers alone here. Dodging again. Who is this guy? That's some next level micromanagement of the archers here. Enter the Mangonels, or Mangonel at least, and the one and only, wait, soon to be 2 DCs for Malay, but this starting DC might very well be contested by enemy Mangonels as well. Redemption, that's a good one for the Malay here to be a convert enemy siege. Could backfire against the crossbow masses here. More eco expansion from the Portuguese player here as well to really fortify, capitalize on that villager lead. More stables going up as well to boost the knight's production, and there's bloodlines. attack rounds there to try and take the... Oh, that's a good hit! One goes down, but the other knight gets deleted. Because, yeah, otherwise it would be converted. But the middle control is in Vlad Dracula's hands. There's still gold to the sides here to be taken, so it's not like Llewellyn doesn't have access to resources at all here. Could still go to the long game, but I'm worried about the eco situation. 64 to 47. Another split, half successful there, as the Mangonel... Alright, confident Micro here really wants to focus down on Mangonel, but Llewellyn breaks it back for repairs. Red should sneak. Well, it goes both ways though. If you sneak and opening to the side, you're kind of allowing the other to do the same thing. I don't think red needs to sneak here, as the middle control has all the gold, is patiently making more military here. Didn't go to stone yet, so we won't be seeing any castles in the middle anytime soon, but the military domination is just 29 to 4. That's just huge for red here. Stone walls now for Llewellyn to desperately try and keep the aggression out here. Good defensive play for green as well, I'd say, though. Didn't really allow much aggression to enter now after the previous one, but let's just look at the numbers here. That's a beautiful attack round, by the way. Monks and Mangonel's defense from behind the walls here, but the eco isn't where Malay wanted to be here, with the fast feudal into eco upgrades here. Keeps falling behind, uses Mangonels to take out knights, which is almost kind of ironical here. No ballistics, no. Let's see, up in the corner. Couple of knights get converted, but there are crossbows here to deal with that. 36 military to 6 now. If Llewellyn survives this, that's gonna give the Turtle of the Year award, but I'm worried about the army and eco situation. 117, 50 more population for Vlad Dracula here. Should still be in the red player's hands by the looks of it. Oh, is Venturebaba gonna get the sneak? The walls to the side. Just to make sure nothing happens to the side. Red can idle an imp. Yeah. I don't think there's any reason to idle though. It's just 100 food away and everything is producing here, so... Ooh, that's a good, huge hit from the Mangonels there. Lots of crossbows going out there. I'm not sure if it's a game-changing move though. 21 to 8 is still a military count. Huge advance eco for Vlad Dracula here, as the university goes up as well. That's probably the second building needed for Imperial Age as well, if it's not... Yeah, Siege Workshop, University. 4th TC for the Malay here. Look at the KD as well, 52 to 25. They're both at 3 TCs, but a 4th one going up on stone here as well for Llewellyn, suggesting a castle eventually here, and massing up on the farms as well. So the sides are kind of off limits. Vlad Dracula wants to chop through here now, maybe. But in that case, we'll need to drop some kind of ranged structure here to keep Llewellyn from walling behind. Here comes an outpost to get an impression on what's going on here. Red piling Mangonel. There's only 3 of them. And Imperial Age, it's going to happen first for the Portuguese. Here, unlocks Onager, unlocks Cavalier. Ooh, that's a oh, that's a sneaky relic steal there. Vlad Dracula doesn't want anything to happen to the side, stonewalling over here. Probably on a stone wall the other side as well, and just force everything to happen in the middle. There's a very weak point in the walling here though for Llewellyn. If this monster goes down, the mounted units can just run in and wreck here. Or stables. I'm gonna see the elephants here in the Imperial Age. We probably will. Well, I do have cheaper elephants. I think this was pre-patched, so that should mean that the elephants are not 40% cheaper, but only the 30. They're still cheap though. Probably they won't really be able to enter on the sides here. Cavalier and handcart for Vlad Dracula here does have 31 knights to become Cavalier now and some siege to support. And a castle as well. Llewellyn gonna reach the Imperial Age as well, almost with stone to drop a castle as well, so it might become a trap war here, but Vlad will have that lead with the castle very likely going up earlier here. Ooh, cutting through the woods. I didn't think about that. Onager cut, of course. Now, goodbye walls and enter the Cavalier. Bet you didn't see that coming, eh, Green? No sign of any helps here. A couple of monks will get some conversions in, but this is a dangerous rush to stop. Yeah, good night, Baba. Looks like the game is potentially coming to an end here. The castle even gets denied of green here. The elephants are in decent numbers though, and 4 stables consistently producing them. But the cavaliers with full Imperial Age upgrades here for the Portuguese should still win simply because of the numbers here. Look at that with 7 stables producing cavalier against 4 stables producing elephants for Llewellyn here. Spreading out for some raids here. This is going to be the death flow, the raids. Even using the onagers here to take out production capabilities. This is looking rough for our green friend here, although there's some expansion to either side here. With the stone walls on the left and right hand side, everything is happening down the middle for Vlad Dracula. And the eco just allows to flood these units forever here with the middle gold access. Well, not forever, but the gold isn't going to run out anytime soon either. 3 TCs for Vlad Dracula, 4 for the melee player, but we might actually see a castle go down to Portuguese Cavalier here. Don't even see any trap queued here. 42 military to 2. And Vlad Dracula in it to win it here. Losing all the gears and not really caring because there's still 29 villagers collecting gold here. Which means we will be seeing a final between Vlad Dracula and Bleda the Hun. So an archer meta kind of player versus a very all-in, arguably more creative player. That should be an interesting grand final set. Could go either way. They're obviously solid players. Let's have a look at the stats. Here we go. Uptimes, Imperial Ages, comparable. But Malay plan not quite working out here with the fast fuel into eco upgrades.